Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTG Traders. My name is Taryn, and this is Green-Red Land Destruction. Land destruction is one of, if not the most hated way to lose, and I'm here saying it's pretty viable in this format. The hardest matchup for us is of course the red deck wins matchup, since they stabilize so much sooner than everything else, but it's a close race. But before I get into the deck list, hit that like button and subscribe to MTG Traders. It helps us know you care and keeps these videos rolling. Alright, let's get into it. Land destruction needs some serious ramp to get going, but our mana producers are abundant and have a lot of great utility. We've got 4 Chandler Initiate and 4 Uvenwald Captive. Both creatures mana fix for us, and in the mid to late game, if they stay around, they become larger threats for our opponent to deal with. Chandler Initiate here is great thanks to her tap any color mana, and Captive is wonderful as he provides late game blocks against a ramp deck. So what about attacking in? We need creatures to help the race as well. So we've got 3 Tireless Tracker, and of course, 4 World Breaker. Tireless Tracker, if left unchecked, draws you cards and turns into a substantial threat by himself. World Breaker? Well, he breaks worlds, coming in, destroying a land, artifact, or enchantment. If they don't have an answer for World Breaker, they will lose to him. It's pretty disgusting. And that is it for creatures. We're opting to keep this deck list more spell heavy, so that we can deal with these aggressive strategies going on around us. The goal is to mana drain them so much so that we can play our bombs safely and swing in. So let's go over spells now. 2 Blossoming Defense are here to keep our early game mana dorks alive. Because our mana dorks represent late game threats, they're usually prone to dying to removal much quicker. These keep them alive long enough to get our turn 3 land destruction going. For removal, we've got 2 Magma Spray, 3 Incendiary Flow, and 2 Dissenter's Deliverance to deal with a fast board state. Eternalized creatures, and yes, artifacts. Deliverance also doubles as a nice cycling card too, but the goal here is to make sure that their turn 1 through 3 plays get burned to a crisp so that we can focus on destroying their lands. And finally, we've got land destruction. Here we go. 3 Crippling Mold, 4 Crumble to Dust, 3 Structural Distortion, and 2 Violent Impact. That's 12 pieces of land removal in the deck. Seems like a lot, but thanks to Amonkhet's Violent Impact, we normally use it as a cycling card if we're fine on land removal. The best part about land destruction right now is the utility of killing other things like enchantments and artifacts. That deals with a large number of creatures, artifacts, and enchantment strategies that need just 1 turn to stabilize. So that means we could take a turn off on lands and destroy a God-Pharaoh's Gift or Anointed Procession. But the last 2 cards of the main board besides land is 2 Gift of Paradise. These gain you life and allow you to tap up to 2 additional mana. While this seems innocuous, the life gain here is pretty substantial against a red deck win strategy. The tempo gain is highly valued, and that means that World Breaker or a piece of land destruction is coming down much sooner. Okay, let's go over lands. It's pretty straightforward. 2 Cinderglade, 2 Evolving Wilds, 4 Game Trail, 1 Heshep Oasis, 2 Scavenging Grounds, 6 Forest, and 5 Mountain. We have lands that can help against a graveyard-based strategy, thin our deck, and pump our creatures even. That's some valid utility for sure. So what happens in Game 2? Well, let's go over the sideboard we have. 2 Chandra's Defeat for red deck wins matchup, 2 Shock to board in against a faster board state, 3 Abrade for quicker artifact hate, 1 Crick of Condemnation for spot graveyard hate, 2 Nissus Defeat for turn 3 land destruction outright against a green deck, 2 Sweltering Suns against the wide token-based strategies, 1 Hour of Devastation for planeswalkers and large board states, 1 Struggle to Survive for helping against a mill strategy, and 1 Insult to Injury to help against a fog deck. And that is the full 75. The deck is fairly cheap, and I built it with that in mind. On MTGOtraders.com, it's coming to around 60 tickets, and most of that is due to Tireless Tracker, World Breaker, and Game Trail. But those are cards we absolutely needed in the deck. Cards to add though, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. That card helps build our mana even more quickly as well as ping creatures down. Love it. But let me know what your thoughts are on the deck. Have any suggestions? Any changes? Let me know in the comments below. But as always, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.